Brian, come to hear all of that.
I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
Talk to me about that.
I know what that. I understand hard times and I understand good times. And, you know, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times.
And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Like, you know, Floyd's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. You know, he had 50 fights and he said, yo, so don't tell me about you the greatest fighter with 50 and 0, nigga. You're great, no doubt about it, nigga. 50 and 0.
So we were excited about you and Floyd. Is that still happening or is that?
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. You think I give that up? I was minding my business. He challenged me.
You look good. How you feeling physically?
Incredible.
You've been training?
Listen, I was wearing an extra large. It looks like I'm wearing large now.
Looking good, man. Still looking good.
Mike Tyson spoke with striking bluntness, delivering sharp criticism of Floyd Mayweather in a way only a former heavyweight champion could.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see.
Tyson described Mayweather as overly proud, fixated on himself, and out of touch with reality, implying that the extravagant shows of wealth are more about image than genuine security.
Because Floyd, we've been friends since 2002. There was a point where I'm looking at things and I'm going, yo, we kind of got the wrong messaging point. Because we're saying we got all the money in the world, we're going to burn it, we're going to get it again. So what? When you say change it, he goes, nah, you do that, Five. He said something to me one time, very simple. He said, what a prize fighter fight for? And I'm like, and he said, the prize. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing he is. They watch it for the opportunity to see him lose.
Right.
Because they don't like him.
In the arena have just shown Floyd Mayweather and they begin to boo immediately.
They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. It's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money.
I take 30 watches with me.
He emphasized that success in the ring doesn't justify a lack of humility beyond it, and that repeatedly flaunting wealth can erode a legacy more quickly than any rival ever could. When Tyson stated that Mayweather's actions are harming his reputation, the message hit hard, direct, visible to everyone, and difficult to overlook.
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight, bro. Our deal was 15%. He smoked me. So I got 15% of it. 15% of $10 million is $1.5 million. That company paid him that money, is suing him. I actually don't know the status on that lawsuit. I should check in because he still owes me money, but he has a bunch of legal trouble at the moment. I don't think I'm ever getting the money.
He just sold his house in Vegas.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think, he's facing a bunch.
Rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million. Sold for 6.6.
When he said he could knock Floyd out, it came across less like playful trash talk and more like a serious warning, underscoring his belief that real respect comes from how a person behaves when no one is watching. The reaction from fans was immediate and intense, as if something explosive had shattered a quiet room. People were shocked, outspoken, and sharply divided. No matter which side you're on, his point stood out clearly. Humility still carries weight, and unchecked ego can shrink even the biggest reputations. In the end, Tyson presented it as a final takeaway. You might win bouts, but still fall short in how you're remembered and in the respect you earn afterward.
Spends money like it's a tap. Money's just flowing. Even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made more money than any boxer ever. There's all these lawsuits. He hasn't been paying things. He owes money on this and owes money on that. And then he's got to come out of retirement.
It's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived. It's like he got to be lavish. So that he got $1 million in his backpack. He got the latest watch and the latest car.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, boy, that money goes quick. Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. So you buy a watch and a car, you're down.
That larger-than-life tension between Tyson and Mayweather, power against precision, legend against calculated survival, suddenly shifts direction when Wade begins chuckling while breaking down the rumors about Floyd's finances. It feels like the focus jumps in an instant, moving away from fight strategy to money matters before you can even process it.
The year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke, and it's not just and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth. There is no speculation, but I told you guys, Floyd owes a lot of people a lot of money, and he don't have it. Logan Paul also discussed this, and this is probably the best screenshot I couldn't gotten on this video. My God, his ramen noodle hair is flying in the wind, and there's no wind in that place. But Logan dropped some knowledge that Floyd is still scamming him for their 2021 fight. We're going to go through it all.
Wade jumps in, almost admitting he can't discuss it without laughing, and quickly highlights how Floyd has been stacking multiple bouts within a single year, exhibitions, crossover matchups, even talk tied to a Tyson-style spectacle. His delivery hints at the idea that it all feels a bit urgent financially. That said, it's not a claim that Floyd is broke. People should ease up on that assumption. Still, Wade mentioning how Logan Paul has spoken about not being fully paid after their exhibition ads fuel to the conversation. Claims like that tend to linger, regardless of whether they're accurate.
Sold this house in Vegas.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I think he's facing a bunch.
Rinsed on that house. He started at $14 million. He custom built the house, by the way, in like 2006.
Yeah.
Started at 14, reduced to 12, 10, 8 came on the market, and it was a lot of house for 8. So for 6.6.
Oh, he really got
just rinsed. The cost to build that house was 9 or 10.
Whoa, he got rinsed.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
It was huge.
Goddamn.
Who would win in a fight? And yeah, that's another piece of like what Floyd has done with his money after.
As Wade continues to point out how Floyd keeps lining up new bouts despite previously saying he had stepped away from boxing, the discussion becomes more heated. It raises the question, does it come from passion for the sport or the appeal of another payday? After all, Floyd built a reputation on knowing exactly how to market himself.
See people get upset at me on Twitter talking about, oh, watch your own pocket. You ain't ever made as much money as Floyd has. I know that, dude. I'm not saying that Floyd is as broke as one of the freaking tweakers on 6th Street Bridge in Los Angeles, dude. That's not what I'm saying. But for the amount of money that he has made, over $1.2 billion, and the amount of money that he still has, let's say it is $300 million. That means Floyd has lost 70% of the money he's earned.
The discussion then shifts toward lifestyle choices, lavish spending, major assets, private jets, luxury homes, and business ventures, turning the focus away from in-ring dominance to how sustainable things are beyond it. As Wade talks, an interesting contradiction stands out. Even those who question whether Floyd is chasing paydays still show up the moment his name appears on a fight card. That's the kind of pull a legendary figure carries. Wade may doubt the intentions, fans may argue over the money, and analysts might look at it skeptically. But whenever Mayweather heads back toward the ring, curiosity seems to win out every time.
Floyd owes like $1.4 million in jewelry debts, that Floyd owes like hundreds of thousands of dollars in rent for a private New York apartment. His private jet fuel, he's not paid hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fuel and maintenance. He put up one of his jets that I think he even sold, but one of his jets and I want to say one of his properties, like one of his homes, up as collateral for a $54 million loan from a individual, from a billionaire that had a 9% interest on the.
That entire discussion from Wade about Floyd possibly being driven by big paydays was already stirring speculation. Then DJ Vlad jumps in, almost like someone passing along gossip they overheard. And suddenly the story takes an even more dramatic turn. Vlad claims that a longtime jeweler casually told him Mayweather is broke due to excessive spending. At that point, it makes you pause, because in boxing, this kind of narrative isn't new.
I mean, listen, Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties. You have.
When someone has earned enormous wealth and lived just as extravagantly, it doesn't take long for people to start analyzing their finances. DJ Vlad even acknowledges he isn't certain about the claims, which is important, because stories about a fighter's money tend to spread incredibly fast, especially online, almost like how quickly Ryan Garcia can land a left hook.